Good morning, everybody. Let's do some Frosty Girl glam makeup that is pale girl friendly. These are my credentials. Every makeup look that I can find has somebody that's like super tan and bronzy. Sometimes I just don't want my hands to look like this, so I don't get a spray tan. Then I am at a loss for what to do with my makeup. So let's do that. I feel like your skin always needs just a little bit of exfoliation in the morning, especially if you're putting makeup on it, because it will pill if you don't. Moisture's not going to absorb if your skin's dry and you've got dead skin. And I'm gonna go in with the Turtur SOS serum. This is something that I've been trying out and I really like it. Super dry, especially in the winter time. Anything that I can give it to as like a drink of water. Also, my skin's just kind of freaking out. I'm trying retinol right now. I guess it's going through kind of like a purging phase, but these wrinkles gotta go, so I gotta do something. Then I'm gonna go in with the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. If you can't tell, I love First Aid Beauty. I think they make great products, especially for sensitive skin. I've tried a lot of different moisturizers, and this is the only one that doesn't break me out, so I'm gonna stick to it. I do wish that I had something a little bit more hydrating for nighttime. So if anybody knows anything that's really good for sensitive skin that's more hydrating, I think this is perfect in your makeup, but I think especially at night, like because my skin's so dry right now, it needs a little something extra, you know? So go ahead and go in with the Glow Recipe Plum Plump. I honestly kind of use this like more as a primer than I do anything else. I don't really consider it skin prep. It is, but it just adds an extra layer of hydration right before you put on your makeup, because you don't want dryness for your makeup. I always start with my eyes first, just in case you get any fallout. I am going to use the Huda Beauty Icy Nude palette. I had this for a while. I feel like I don't reach for it as much just because it's a super glam palette, but today we're gonna go all out. To start out, I'm gonna prep my eyes with this P. Louise base, and then I'm just going to kind of carve out my eyes. Usually gonna take it all the way up to my eyebrow. And with a little bit of the new Huda Beauty press powder and just go over that. You never want to put eyeshadow directly onto cream because it'll just crease and kind of look weird. I made that mistake for a long time and I was like, why is my eyeshadow looking so weird? Like, I'm using a primer, and it's because you've got to put powder over it. Never want to go in with your darkest color first. So after you've done this powder step, I'm going to take shade High Life. And sometimes I don't know if what I'm doing is actually the correct technique or if it's just something that I made up. But you know, at the end of the day, I feel like as long as it looks good, it doesn't really matter. I just kind of use the swirling motion in a windshield wiper. You don't want to just go straight windshield wiper because that doesn't blend it very well. You kind of are making this swirling motion within the windshield wiper, if that makes sense. I'm gonna go in with Unapologetic, this really stocky kind of like chunky brush, and you want it right this little outer corner. And then what I do, I'm going to take that same fluffy brush that I was using back in with High Life, and I'm going to smoke that all out. Like, you just got to keep blending. And I swear, makeup in every stage before the last stage with lips, I feel like just kind of looks a little crazy. You just look a little strange throughout the process, but that's okay. We're all looking strange together. I'm going to take a flat brush, and I'm going to go in with this pinky shade that all over the lid. Even going to go into the inner corner. One mistake that I would make a ton, I would just go straight in with the shimmer. Just like kind of all blend together, and you wouldn't have like a look. I actually don't know what shimmer I want to do. Obviously, I really enjoyed VVS. That one's almost gone. Let's do Diamond Dew. Let's swatch it. These shimmers are so cool though. They're like straight up glitter. Let's do that. I always apply shimmers with my finger. I never use a brush. I'm kind of pressing it into my eye, but I'm avoiding my inner corner. We're gonna do something else there. We're gonna go in with She Rich. Kind of triangle that out. And then I'm gonna take that fluffy brush again. Just kind of smoke that out. I need a break. My Lonnie. That cherry bomb flavor is really good. I am type B, and I like to go from this and start my face, and I know that the eyes are not done yet. That's how we do things around here. So now I'm gonna go in with House Labs shade 70 Fair Neutral, and I'm just going in with that wet beauty blender. And I also want to mention that I'm avoiding my under eye area on purpose. One thing about concealer, just get up in there. Like, I would always avoid this inner corner area because I'd be like, oh, that's for eyeshadow. No, like, you want to get in there. You kind of want to go with a lighter tapping motion whenever you're doing concealer. Concealer can kind of move a little bit easier than foundation. So now I'm going to take a little brush. I might take a little bit more concealer. Yeah. Especially with the purples. I don't know, it just looks bruised. you just kind of want to use like little tapping motions. And just know too, your concealer is not going to look perfect until you do the powder part. So now we're going to go in with some blush. I'm actually thinking this Natasha Denona blush. Or is that too vibrant? You know what, we're going to try it. Okay, actually, yeah, this is not harmonious. Okay. I'm gonna go take this off and we're gonna do a different one. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tint in the shade 62. Okay, so when I'm blending out my blush, I almost go into your under eye a little bit. Like you kind of tap it in there. It just helps your makeup look seamless. I'm gonna take this shade 53. I heard somewhere this is Sabrina Carpenter's blush combination. Ooh, you know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna take a little bit of this P. Louise shade Bon Bon Baby, my under eye. I'm really liking how this is looking now. I'm gonna go in with a tiny bit of bronzer. The House Labs, it's actually a blush, but it's in the shade Glassy Cinnamon. Minimal amount. On the high points, anywhere where you want to add color to warm up the face a little bit. The Patrick Top Brush, this is literally like one of my favorite brushes ever. Like, it just is so easy. And now I'm gonna take a little beauty blender. It says the Frosty people can't also get just a little bit of color. This is the Huda Beauty in shade Cherry Blossom Cake. We're just gonna take this again, like I do take it up under my eyes. Then this is my favorite blush brush. I like this shape, and I just put it right into that powder. I use this bronzer too. It just kind of adds some color and some warmth into your face. So I'm gonna take this little baby brush. I'm going to line my eyes. She Rich. I do really like using eyeshadow as eyeliner because if you make a mistake, it's not as detrimental. Before we finish the eyeliner, I'm gonna go back and dust away all of this powder. We're gonna go back in with that eyeliner brush, not blush. Okay. And then I'm gonna wing it out just slightly. And I'm gonna go back in with that fluffy brush and then that transition shade again. I'm just going to smoke everything out and take that pink shade. I'm just going to go in my inner corner and connect all of that concealer and powder that we're using. Now I'm gonna try the Half Magic Sparkle Eye Stick. Ooh, okay, I really like that. I like it. A little bit of mascara. Try these Kiss lashes. Usually for my eyes, I just have to cut this tiny little bit. The scissors go. For some stupid reason, I went to go get these scissors and I brought the lash with me. I don't know why. I brought it on these little tweezers. I have literally searched high and low and the lash is nowhere to be found. Use these under eye eyelashes, but the problem is usually you're supposed to apply these no mascara, and I already put mascara on, so let's see how this turns out. Okay, so that actually didn't turn out too bad. Go finish my brows off camera. I'm just gonna take this little brush and then I'm gonna do this mauvey unapologetic color. You just kind of connect the line to your eyeliner. Now what I'm going to do, a little trick that I learned, and I take this, there's literally an eyelash stuck to it. I just use a brown and I just go under my tight line. I feel like it kind of just gives your eyes a little pop. This Fenty Beauty shade in What a Brat kind of is like a blush topper. This white shade, and I'm just gonna tap that in. Take this NYX shade in Los Angeles and line my lips. Do this Revlon Luster Glass in Sky Pink to see if we can really soften this up. Use this Sachu lip gloss. It's in the shade Tangaloo Candy and add some sparkle. Then I'm just going to like press it in. I'm just taking some Givenchy powder and I'm gonna take like the tiniest bit, like literally just that much on this fluffy brush, and just set the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna use my One Size Powder Melt foundation and or not foundation, spray. And then we're all done. Do I have lipstick in my teeth? I definitely do. Okay, so I think we did it. Glam, super fun. I think this would be perfect for a night out. You could even do it for Valentine's Day. All right, well, thanks for watching.